Alright, so people are starting to receive their Zeiss rail, or the MZ1 from Xtrfy, which is a huge risk to take as a company, especially a peripheral one. To sell something under someone's name, to sell something under someone else's name, and have that person whose name it's under design it is unheard of in the community. So the subject matter at hand is mouse reviews, and you've probably heard about this aspect or thought about it, but honestly, I have never heard a single person talk about this. But reviews are really difficult in the aspect that we're getting our own opinions and experiences, our own personal thoughts, and condensing it in this format. And you're supposed to derive your own opinions based off this condensed format that we share to you. But you can't, because the best way to do that is to have the product in hand. But you don't. So that causes the thoughts and opinions of someone else to become your own. That's not a bad thing. That's just how reviews work. And those people who create those opinions have a lot of influence. Now let's add a new variable. You have that influence and you created a product that is perfect for you. You now use that influence to push that product. I gotta say, I don't hate RJN. He's a very prominent member in the community, and from what I heard about the mouse is that it's a very risky shape. It's a mini XM1. But behind that MZ1, there's an actual face. That face is Zei. There's not really any mouse that has a face or figure you can direct input on that mouse towards. Sure, maybe there's like an Air 58 or a Scream 1, but those are under people's names. They're not designed by that person. For example, if I hate a Final Mouse, I'm getting mad at Final Mouse. I'm getting mad at a corporation. But with the MZ1, I'm most likely directing it towards RJN. And so for there to be a tangible person you can direct your thoughts towards, reception for this mouse has been pretty good for the most part. But due to the unique shape and it being very risky, there are people who say it's not good. But the way this difference in opinion is handled by Zei and others is to make it good for yourself. Change your grip, find a way to like it. Can't people just say that it's bad? Can't people just say that, well, if I'm going to try a new mouse, I don't want to have to adjust to it? Sure, they might not be gripping it where it's intended, they might not be doing what's specified, but they're allowed to not like it, even though they might be using it incorrectly in your eyes. Then again, there's no incorrect way to hold a mouse. Of course, I'm extending this to both parties. You can't say that something is bad without understanding why someone else thinks it's good. But vice versa, if you think it's good for you, you have to understand why it might be bad for someone else. The way that Zei and others have been handling this has been nothing shy of awful. People are saying how they don't like the mouse, and why can't you just accept that? Sure, people are hostile, but there are some genuinely good criticisms that come with that hostility. But then again, there's no unanimous opinion. There is no good or bad. It's just what that person prefers. The concept of personal preference is so basic, yet people still seem not to understand it. I'm not saying this to Zei, I'm saying this to the entire community. Here's a children's book called Every Night is Pizza Night by J. Kenji Lopez-Alt. Describes how people have different tastes. You know, in fact, I'll read it for you right now. Every night it's pizza night, written by J. Kenji Lopez-Alt. Tonight is pizza night. So was last night. We're making pizza tomorrow too. Actually, every night is pizza night. I admit, not everyone wants pizza all the time. Exhibit A, my papa. Bruh, why the fuck do you use an M710? Basically, I love pineapple in my pizza. And I can make this statement, pineapple is good on pizza, but that's so objective. Like, you need to be able to understand that people like pineapple on pizza, but you also have to be able to understand that people don't like pineapple on pizza. So I'm glad people love getting railed by Zei. I'm glad that it's successful, but with that successful, there's gonna be some hate. And for something so opinionated, that hate can be justified, but some of it is actual good criticisms and some of it can be justified because of personal preference. Some of it, you just have to accept it. And I don't hate RJN, I don't want RJN to fail, but I just want RJN to be able to use some of that experience he got as a reviewer and apply that to his learning as a designer. RJN, I know the community is hostile towards you and it's rough, but the best and most professional way to deal with the hostility is to not be hostile in return. You've earned mine and others' respect for being able to partner with a big name in the peripheral aspect and be able to release your own creation under your name and theirs. And I'm excited to see what you put out next. My Twitter, Twitch, and Discord are in the description. Please like and comment for algorithm purposes. And subscribe too. Why not toss a subscription? Because, you know, I'm still small and I actually really appreciate it every time someone subscribes. Like, it helps me build my brand a lot. It helps people recognize me, so I'd really appreciate if you do that. Bye.